It is another beautiful night for Philippine basketball as we welcome you back to the 2022 Mpbl playoffs.
One thing I learned is never choose your opponent kung sino yung manalo sa kanila kasi they have their own strengths and weaknesses. So it's a very tight battle right now. It's very physical. So maganda panoorin.
Baseline inbound, Gabo. They go to Villarias. He will drive. Python with some magic in the air. With Nueva Ecija and San Juan already advancing to the Final Four of the Mpbl, Batangas will look to do the same after a dominant Game 1 victory in Zamboanga. But Rizal would want to pull off one more playoff upset. Just like what Bacolod did against the Family's Brand Sardines earlier today, it is end or extend once more here in your 2022 Mpbl South Division Semifinals. The Batangas City Embassy Chill will look to defend their home court, the Batangas City Coliseum, against the Rizal Golden Coolers for your Mpbl Saturday. We have a lot of sports festivities present today in Batangas, and it will be cumulated with this last game for today. Batangas, the home of your inaugural champions of the Mpbl, with their crowd pumped up as always. They will be relying upon the hot shooting of Levy Hernandez against the shooter on the other end of the floor, Jolo Mendoza, who was limited with 1 out of 8 shooting in game number 1. Batangas will look to close things out against Rizal. On the other end, the Golden Coolers will look to force a Game 3 back in Zamboanga this coming Tuesday. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us. Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach JV Gayoso. Coach JV, you covered Game 1 of this series. Nakita natin na limit ng Batangas ang opensa ni Jolo Mendoza, but what can we expect from these Golden Coolers tonight?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're the one. Itong Rizal Golden Coolers are the ones who need to make major adjustments. Alam ko na, based on experience, itong Batangas Chill will not chill and give this Rizal Coolers a meltdown if ika nga, because from start to finish, alam ko pupukpok ito sa depensa itong Batangas team. So let's see how Rizal team will adjust to that harassing defense of Batangas.
Full court pressure defense, signature Coach Cholo Villanueva yan, para sa Batangas. Now we give you our signature courtside reporter for tonight na si Sydney Crespo. Sid, good evening.
Good evening, guys, at good evening sa lahat na nanonood sa atin ngayon para sa ating game number 2. Punong-puno na tayo dito sa Batangas City Coliseum mula pa sa ating game number 1 at 5:30 p.m. Unti-unti nang napupuno ang ating venue, kaya excited na rin kaming magsimula ang ating laro. Back to you, guys.
Thank you so much, Sydney.
Thank you, Sid.
Later on, I'm going to hear a lot of interesting stories. One, including the journey of Rizal, a tough journey coming into this Batangas City Coliseum for tonight. Now, we would like to thank everyone joining us live on 1PH in our Facebook live stream, YouTube channel as well. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Do post your comments, questions, maybe some reactions to the jokes of Coach JV Gayoso later on, because you never know, we might feature you in our shoutouts. And why don't we take this time to honor some people commenting online. Bigyan natin sila ng mga shoutout. Galing kay Henry Umali de Chavez.
Yan, go, 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 mga idol kabatang, good luck and stay safe sa game Batangas Embassy Chill.
There you go. We also have Vic Osorio.
Yan, Rizal is ready to come back to the game. So Batangas should be wary. What?
Very interesting. And of course, we also have from Nina Manganti.
Good luck, Batangas Embassy. Valoria Hernandez, I love you. I love you pa eh.
4 na puso yan mula sa ating Mpbl fan. Thank you so much, mga kaliga. And again, do follow us in our social media accounts, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League on Facebook and official Mpbl on Instagram. share us your thoughts. You never know, we might feature you here in our broadcast. Now, Coach JV, let's take a look at our playoff bracket. We mentioned there will be a Game 3 between Bacolod and Zamboanga back in the Mayor Vitaliano Diagan Coliseum this Tuesday. Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, that's already done. Nueva Ecija advancing. San Juan outlasting Pasig City. So the Rice Vanguards will be defending their home court against the Knights. This next Friday po yan, magaganap sa Palayan City. But for tonight, we give you game number 2 between the Batangas City Embassy Chill and the Rizal Golden Coolers. Let's go back to their game 1 back in Zamboanga. Coach JV, we mentioned the pressure defense of Batangas. We mentioned nahirapan si Jolo Mendoza among other players of Rizal. What else happened in that game?
Well, it's not about Jolo Mendoza really getting a difficult time scoring. It's basically getting the ball to Jolo as well. So ang hirap talaga. He had a difficult time getting his game off. And talagang, eto, Malilim, I believe, was the only player consistent in that game scoring for the team. But it was just too much from start to finish. Here we see the field goal stats, the stats of the last game. 7-60 ang scoring, 35% field goals para sa Batangas, habang 40, maganda nga field goals. But, 3-point shooting, 11 of 40 para sa Batangas and 6 of 17 lang para sa Rizal. Rebounding story, 47. And then offensive rebound, 21 offensive rebounds and putbacks pa yun. Bench scoring, 32-14 favoring Batangas.
But as you can see, that's 19 more shots para sa Batangas City Embassy Chill. A lot of opportunities for them to score, resulting into that game number 1 victory. And speaking of scoring, they were led by none other than Levy Hernandez, who had 20.
Levy Hernandez just placed himself in the right spot and everybody found him. Everybody was looking for him to score. At kita mo naman, he's the type of guy who can really finish once he has that ball in his hands. 20 points. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
20 points for him, 8 of 17 field goals, 4 of 10 sa 3 points at 3 rebounds. Yung 4 3-pointers niya, crucial yun. Talagang nakaka-demoralize talaga kasi ang ganda na ng defense ng Rizal noon.
We did talk about Batangas needing a shooter for this season. You all know how strong that core is from that Makati team onto this Batangas team of Coach Cholo Villanueva. They do have their all-star Cedric Ablaza. Now they have Levy Hernandez. But they also have Jong Baloria, one of the people who belongs in the 1,000 points club of the Mpbl tonight. He is matched up against Jolo Mendoza.
Oo nga, Jong Baloria, the masked crusader. Ito, 13 points average compared to Jolo's 7. 1 of 8, 13% scoring for Jolo. 4 of 11, 36% for Jong Baloria. Makita natin 3 field goals, 1 of 3 para kay Jolo, 2 of 9 naman para kay Jong Baloria. Ito itong mga stats na to na nakikita nyo sa screen ninyo. Trust me, you double that, yan ang output talaga nitong dalawang players na to. And probably times 3 mo pa. Kayang-kaya nila.
We have already seen the brilliance of these two players here in the Mpbl. We mentioned the 1,000 points for Jong Baloria. And also remember, Jolo Mendoza was the one who eliminated the Sarangani Marlins in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Now we turn you over to Sydney Crespo, who is with Jolo and Jong.
Yes, guys, I am with our player matchup with Jong Baloria and Jolo Mendoza. And I'm gonna talk to Jolo Mendoza first. Jolo, in game number 1, you guys weren't able to come back in that whole game. How would you want to change the energy or the mindset that you guys will have in game number 2?
Last game they came out strong, so we're gonna look out to come out strong as well. We don't want that 0-7 start like the last game.
Thank you so much, Jolo, for joining me, and good luck sa'yo ngayong gabi. Also, I'm with Jong Baloria. Jong, napakaraming Batanggenyo ang nanonood ngayon dito sa Batangas City Coliseum. We can hear their cheer and the love for you guys. Paano ninyo gustong tapusin itong series na ito? Any last reminders from the dugout, especially from the veterans like you?
Siguro, hindi namin in-underestimate yung kalaban namin, and then kami lahat nag-usap na parang back to zero tayo, wag natin isipin na kauna tayo sa kanila. And then, gusto namin matapos tong game na to na proud yung mga taga Batangas.
Thank you so much, Jong, for joining me. Ngayon, mga kaliga, simulan na natin ang ating laro. Let's turn you over to our venue announcer, Richard Tampos.
With we are welcoming you for tonight's main game here at Batangas City Coliseum. This is game 2 of the best of 3 semis, and your Batangas City Embassy Chill is up ahead to 1-0 over Rizal Golden Cooler Central Mall on the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 4th season, presented by Extreme, live on Mpbl FB page, Signal Play, and 1PH. Here's the starting 5 for Rizal Golden Coolers Central Mall. At guard number 19, Jolo Mendoza. Forward number 17, Alvin Capobres. Power forward number 14, Troy Malilin. Starting at center number 12, J-Boy Gob. And at point guard number 11, Edgar Charcos. Rizal Golden Coolers Central Mall is led by Jonathan Banal. Assistant coaches Don Uro, Dexter Rosales, James Ongpin, Waylon Nipaten, and Dan Vasquez. Team manager is Ange Azores. Team owners are Sandra Cruz of Central Mall and Joel Conde of Golden Coolers. Batangas City, Alae, are you ready? Let's meet the starting unit of the Mpbl Anta Raha Cup champions, your Batangas City Embassy Chill. Starting at guard number 9, Don Villanueva. At the point guard number 10, the mighty Termite, Rudy Linganay. At forward number 22, the Sniper de Mexico, Levy Hernandez. At center number 27, King Importante. And at power forward number 43, Jexter Apinan. Batangas City Embassy Chill head coach is Cholo Villanueva. His assistants are J.R. Aquino, Warren Capitan, John Arenas, and Dino Enrile. Team managers are Gina Labanza and Jerry T. Assistant team manager Gilbert Alea. LGU partner is Congressman Marby Marino. Team owner Lucio Tan III. Referees for this ball game are Edmar Abis.
Welcome to game number 2 between Batangas and Rizal. Edgar Charcos, Jolo Mendoza, J-Boy Gob, Troy Malilin, and Alvin Capobres will begin for the Rizal Golden Coolers. And as for Batangas, they have the same starting lineup in game number 1. Rudy Lingane, John Ray Villanueva, King Importante, Levy Hernandez, and Jexter Apinan. Thank you so much for joining us, folks, live on 1PH. This is Mix Gomez at your service, alongside Coach JD Gayoso and Sidney Crespo. Rizal looking to send this series into a Game 3 back in Zamboanga this coming Tuesday. But Batangas has a different idea. They will look to advance to the South Division Finals. That will begin Saturday next week. Now, Coach JB, we saw the starting lineup in game number 1. It was unusual compared to their starting lineups all season long. But is this effective for you?
For me, this lineup that they have right now is like it's like you need to test. I'm sorry. You have to find a way to break the opponent's back by putting fielding in people you would want to just go all out. My apologies there.
Well, welcome to game number 2, Coach JV. I'm sure you feel the intensity here inside the Batangas City Coliseum. Apinan scoring inside to the delight of the crowd. Again, this is the home of your inaugural champions in the Mpbl.
Well, my attention actually was on Levy Hernandez, and he's actually limping right now at the very start of the game. And that's why I wasn't very much in focus on your question. My apologies there, Mix.
Hernandez missing on the layup. There's a push here. No basket. Foul on Batangas. Yes, that's a good point though. Levy's left knee is wrapped up, which is very unusual. Maybe Sydney can have a report about that later on.
Oo nga, kaya nandun yung atensyon ko kanina because parang awkward yung takbo niya, yet he's starting the game. And I know for a fact, look what they're doing now. They're adding pressure right now. Start pa lang. Inbound pa lang, naka-pressure na sila.
Here's Troy Malilin, the all-star of the Rizal Golden Coolers. Capobres against Hernandez. 9 on the shot clock. Two-man game. Alvin will swing it over. Charcos against the veteran, Rudy Lingane. 3 on the shot clock. Capobres. Mid-range is good.
Wow, nice to see his first attempt go in because he's been actually taking shots even in the previous games and they weren't working for him. But this time he's complimented by that attempt. Good for him.
Capobres had 8 points in under 50% shooting in game number 1. Apinan on the recovery.
Keeping at it, itong si Apinan, experience, knowing how to put back those misses.
In 20 minutes of play in game number 1, Apinan was only 1 out of 3 from the field, which is very uncharacteristic.
Tama ka doon, pero ang laki ng impact niya playing defense and getting rebounds and just being, giving quality minutes for his coach.
9 rebounds and 5 assists for Jexter Apinan in game number 1. Rudy Lingane with another miss.
Alam mo, Migs, para lang malaman ng viewers natin, kanina yata mga alas 2 o alas 3 nandito, nagpa-practice ang Batangas team. May shoot-around sila, may walkthrough, and I don't know if that would tire them out.
The other end, it looked to have been a challenging journey onto Batangas for Rizal. Later on, we're going to hear more about that mula kay Sidney Crespo.
Pero yung ganong yung working out that late in the afternoon or that early in the afternoon before your game, I don't know if you have enough rest to play out this game.
Right, because usually it happens in the morning.
Usually morning nga yun. But at the same time, deep bench naman itong Batangas City. So anybody who Coach Cholo pulls out for sure will contribute sa larong ito.
A lot of trust between Coach Cholo and his players. Again, he got his score from the Makati Super Crunch. One of those stars is that guy, Jexter Apinan. They bring over the talent onto this Batangas team and they finish number 2 in the South Division. See that pair of points mula kay Jolo Mendoza as we send you to Sidney Crespo.
Rizal came to this venue with one thing in mind. Hindi pa nila huling practice kahapon because they want to extend this series to Game 3. Although they were up to early challenges as the team bus had problems at na-delay ang kanilang biyahe, causing them to just have 30 minutes to prepare tonight. However, paalala ni Coach Jonathan Banal, move on to the next mentality is important. Mapa-travel issue man or in-game situations, yan ang bagay na dapat nilang i-instill ngayon. The Rizal Golden Coolers promised to give their best effort despite knowing that they are the younger team tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sidney.
Thank
Rizal
you,
is
Sid.
off to a good start here.
Yes, they are. Sayang, and having said that, nag-miss sila. Pero tama, no? Talagang kalimutan na yun. They're a younger team. Coach Banal is mentioning na meron tayong legs. Tsaga tayo to run. Forget about that last game, but Villanueva hitting.
John Villanueva mentioned that he changed his hair color para mag-iba ang kanyang swerte sa larong ito. Looks like he's off to a good start with his gray hair. Capobres, mid-range, that's good.
And it's starting off for Capobres. Second attempt for him, making it.
The bus of Rizal overheated when they were still in Marikina. That's why it was a long delay for them to get into Batangas. But we want to give a shout out to their driver, Ricky Labadista, was able to cut that journey shorter. Nadala sila dito before our game.
Ito lang mababanggit ko compared to the second game. You'll expect itong Rizal Golden Coolers to be tired from the trip. But they are more energetic now than in their first game. And everybody's just hustling and helping each other out.
You think their youth is actually paying off right here?
Aside from the youth, they have nothing to lose, everything to gain for them. Lahat na ng kamalasan na experience sila, nasiraan ng sasakyan, and now they just have to work hard. And what favors them is that I'm hoping that they're thinking the same way na pagod na rin itong Embassy Chill because they practiced 2-3 p.m. earlier.
You have a pair of subs here, Cedric Ablaza and si MJ De La Virgen, as you get to see that second jump shot mula kay Alvin Capobres.
Alam mo, Cedric Ablaza really didn't have much of an impact sa first game. And that's a scary situation for Rizal because definitely tonight, etong taong to maaasahan mo mag-contribute. Here you go. And just as I said that, almost for him.
Ablaza played 17 minutes, was 2 out of 8 from the field in game number 1. 6 points for the All-Star. Villanueva at the corner. That's too strong. Apinan has been very aggressive getting these boards. Ablaza giving it up. Fake, fire, three-pointer for Levy Hernandez.
Sorry, tatanggalan ko ng 1 point si Levy Hernandez. Ibibigay ko kay Jexter Apinan. Great effort by Jexter to get that rebound, giving Levy Hernandez a chance to score.
4 out of 14 shooting. Ang Batangas in this game, 5 out of 9 for Rizal. The Golden Coolers are more efficient, but just like what we saw in game number 1, we're seeing more attempts here for Batangas.
Yes, there is. Talaga naman makikita natin great outside shot here by Levy Hernandez. Alam mo, yung tirang ngayon pinakita sa atin replay, pwede mo nga kunin yun sa previous game eh. Kasi talagang ganun talaga pumepwesto si Levy Hernandez for those 3-point bombs.
Jexter Apinan, as you mentioned, credit him for his rebounding. He had 4 offensive rebounds in game number 1. 4 out of the 21 offensive boards of Batangas against the 9 of Rizal.
Oo nga, tindi talaga ng nilaro ni Jexter Apinan.
Mendoza missing. Rebound Ablaza. Chance for them to get the lead here.
You know, another silent killer actually sa game na is Dela Vergen. He played a great game.
Ablaza's wide open. That's too easy for the All-Star.
And that's what I mentioned. No show for Ablaza in the first game. For sure, paparamdam yan ngayong gabing to.
And an assist mula kay MJ De La Virgen, of which he had 6 in game number 1. Miss here on the layup mula kay Malilin. Recovery. Still no conversion for Mark Benitez.
Great effort there on the putback. Di lang na ipasok ni Mark.
Here's Levy Hernandez. Dashing through. Escaping. Could not score, but Mark Cruz is there, and he will proceed to the line.
Wow. A lot of physical play not being let go by our referees.
Take a look at that assist. Number 1 for De La Virgen, finding Cedric Ablaza. This guy, again, was the All-Star, which happened in this very venue.
Oo nga, kita mo lang, pag-set pa lang niya ng paa niya, alam mo, he had his foot ready and solid foundation for that 3-point bomb.
Baseline inbound. MJ De La Virgen will trigger it in. Jong Baloria inside as well. Pati si Don Ochea joining them are Ablaza, Mark Cruz, and De La Virgen. There's a push at the sideline. 2 minutes and 45 in the first quarter in an electrifying atmosphere here inside the Batangas City Coliseum.
Oo nga, lumabas nga ang mga balloons ng ating fans.
Ablaza onto Baloria. Screen mula kay Mark Cruz. Step back. No good. Rebound Ochea. Don spins. Could not score.
Oh!
Wala pa rin. But you have to credit the offensive rebounding of Batangas.
Oo, talagang, aggressive talaga. Oh.
No whistle.
Great let go. Ganda ng laro natin. Pag ganyan, pinapayagan makipagbanggaan.
Mark Cruz on the fade. Ablaza got tangled up with Mark Benitez. Keanu on to Jolo. 2 minutes and change in the opening quarter. Game number 2 in the South Division Semifinals. Mark Benitez for 3. That is too strong. Bababa ni MJ De La Virgen for Batangas. Horns. Uses the screen at the left. MJ. Ablaza's wide open. MJ spinning his way. Good feed. What a cut by Jong Baloria.
Jong Baloria rewarded. He was about to go for the offensive rebound, but because he was on the way to the basket, received the pass and made that finish.
Jolo Mendoza could not answer back. Rebound Malilin. Rizal now down by 4. Jolo turns around and he scores.
He is not to be denied tonight, itong si Jolo Mendoza. Every time he gets that ball, he's looking to score.
4 points for Jolo Mendoza. We mentioned he was 1 out of 8 in game number 1. But he is really looking very aggressive here in the first frame.
Which he needs to be because they really need scoring output from him more than the normal.
Ablaza, drive, one-hander, too strong. Results running. He's gonna look for Mendoza. That's from Caballero, and a three-pointer from Jolo Mendoza.
Making basketball easy, Jolo Mendoza. Ba't pa ako pe-penetrate? Kaya ko naman ipukol sa labas.
Lead is back with Rizal. 40 seconds remaining in the first. De La Virgen using the pick once more. MJ, they go to Ablaza. Thought about it. The drive, taking his time. Could not score. Benitez with the recovery. Being pressured, and he gives it up to Cabobres. 20 seconds remaining in the first. Donachea trying to pressure him. And now it's with Malilin. Down to 13 seconds. No more shot clock here for Rizal. They're up by one. Caballero, drive to the right. Kiano, he needs a teammate. Capobres, 2 seconds. Alvin has to fire. Oh, he makes the layup.
What a great move. Alam mo, Mix, nakikita ko ngayon sa Rizal team na to, pag may naipit na tao, may isang player o dalawang player kumakat for Rizal. In the previous game, they just kept standing, not giving the passer a chance to make that pass.
And that makes it a 7-0 run for the Rizal Golden Coolers to end quarter number 1. Nasiraan sila ng bus. They came in late, only had 30 minutes to warm up. And yet here they are with a 3-point lead in game number 2.
Oo nga, blessing din yun. Bakit? Hindi nila maririnig yung hiyawan ng mga tao dito. When they entered, straight to the dugout, focus sa game, pasok at mag-warm up. No chance para magkaroon ng yung doubt, self-doubt by hearing the fans.
Levy Hernandez did make the crowd roar in the early part of this quarter. But as you mentioned, he was hobbling with his left knee, which was wrapped up as he started this game. But then again, Rizal, because of that 7-0 run, as we mentioned, they have the lead at the end of 1 in game number 2. Back inside the Batangas City Coliseum, the home of the inaugural champions of the Mpbl. Batangas looking to defend their home court in game number 2 of the South Division Semifinals against the Rizal Golden Coolers. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach JV Gayoso and Sidney Crespo. Our score is 17-14. Coach JV, what impressed you the most about Rizal in the first quarter, as the second is started with a 3-point shot from De La Virgen?
Ang kagandahan doon, Rizal came into this arena in Batangas not giving hoots kung sino ang kalaban nila, kung sino mga hihiyaw. Atake lang sila ng atake. They're playing hard basketball that they can actually produce every game that they play. Now, when they were in Zamboanga, that was not the Rizal Golden Coolers playing tonight.
You did mention they had a lot of turnovers in the
Yes.
first half of game number 1. Pass inside, Ochea will miss. Cruz on the follow.
Full court pressure once again by Batangas.
Again, that was the key for Batangas in game number 1, making it really hard for the offense of Rizal. There's a foul here against Jong Baloria.
Well, Baloria holding the arm of Victoria.
Take a look at this replay. The hold mula kay Jong. Well, the hold happened before that push.
Oo nga. I believe the hold muna ang naunang natawagan.
Caballero wide open, too strong. Rebound to Blaza. Tied at 19 here, a minute and change gone by in the second. Batangas looking to advance to the South Finals. Rizal looking to book a ticket back to Zamboanga for Tuesday. Ablaza escaping, and he gets the foul.
Really tough for Ablaza to score, but it's nice that he hasn't changed his focus. Nandun pa rin siya. Atake ang una, or score ang unang focus ni Cedric Ablaza.
The All-Star will proceed to the free throw line, and I hope we can zoom in on his shoes once more because he's wearing those shoes kung saan nandun yung mukha ng kanyang anak na si Kaiden, which was reported to us by Sidney Crespo in this very venue, the All-Star game.
At speaking of anak, babatiin ko lang anak ko, Jaden Gayoso, nanonood kasama si Nana Titas Gayoso, magkasama, mother ko, kasama niya. Good evening sa inyo.
Good evening po. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. There's Coach Tantan Banal. His wife Anna is watching, wearing green just behind him. 21-19, Batangas up top by 2 here in game number 2. Keanu Caballero against Don Ochea. Keanu, the cross. Pass inside. Good cut by Jordan Rios.
And see the difference right now. Well, Jordan Rios is one of those guys who will perpetual motion lang, always going for the offensive rebound. This time complemented with the pass, and he makes that reverse layup.
He is the second oldest player here in this Rizal lineup, just behind Mark Benitez. But he sure plays like a youngster with all the energy in the world.
Oh, very aggressive yan. Kahit naman si Mark Benitez, you know, they set aside their age because they need to play tough basketball, rugged basketball, young basketball at that. Here we see that move.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. One of the best passers in the league. Keanu Caballero giving it up to Jordan Rios. Ablaza with a second three-pointer.
Well, medyo delayed ang paghabol sa kanya. Turnover here by Serrano.
That's a steal by MJ De La Virgen. He uses the pick. MJ onto Ochea. Handoff. Baloria back to De La Virgen. Shot clock reading 12 here. There's a screen by Mark Cruz at the right side. MJ. Cruz. Ablaza. Baloria for 3. Too strong.
Alam ng mga tao, napasok agad, di pa nare-release. Basta lang makita silang player from Batangas free and taking a 3, humihiyaw na ang mga tao dito.
You know, this lineup might not be the champion team in the inaugural season of the Mpbl, pero pamilyar na ang mga Batanggenyo sa mga manlalaro na ito dahil matagal na itong nakakalaban ng Batangas when they were playing for Makati.
Tama yon. At ang kagandahan sa mga ugali ng fans dito is they really get to know their players even more by watching and supporting.
Three-pointer number 3 for Cedric Ablaza. Now he has 11 points.
I think Rizal is gonna hate me because I did mention Cedric Ablaza is gonna make paramdam dito sa game na to. True to form, ayan, pumupukol ng ilang tres.
There he is, making paramdam for the
Yes.
Batangas City Embassy chill. Fouled inside here, Serrano will go to the line. Cedric Ablaza only shot the ball 1 out of 7 from downtown in game number 1, only scoring 6. Here he is already in double figures.
Oo nga. So palitan lang sila, tit for tat. Levy Hernandez shot the lights out in Zamboanga. Mukhang itong gabing ito, Cedric Ablaza naman.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Derek Serrano coming off the bench, a mid-season acquisition coming from the Imus Bandera. Second one is good. Lead cut down here to 4 points.
You know, present situation right now, Rizal needs to stop those three-point shooting outside from the Batangas. They're playing a zone, but they really need to extend up. Forget about the rebounding. If the shots are going in, harass na lang yung outside sniping.
Here's Ablaza against Caballero. Size advantage. He shoots. He misses. Rebound Serrano. Rizal down by 4. Caballero serving, attacking, layup. And that's a foul against Ablaza.
I like what Caballero's doing, you know, attacking, preventing Batangas from setting up and trying to fish for some fouls. This time, kay Cedric Ablaza, nakakuha siya ng isang foul.
J-Boy Gob will return here for Mark Benitez. Young guy from the UP Fighting Maroons program. Yan si J-Boy Gob.
You know, I need to still see Gob or Benitez hit those threes from the outside because ang laking bagay, pinapabayaan sila sa labas. But a lot of times, hindi sila nakakapag-shoot sa labas kasi hindi sila napapasahan.
especially Mark Benitez. That's a specialty, a shooter for Rizal. Ball outside here in favor of the white shirts.
Well, he had an attempt earlier. Actually, I thought it would have gone in kasi ang ganda ng release. But we'll see. Later on, every time naman ay pasok ka at bigyan ka ng pagkakataon ni Lord, dadating at dadating din yung 3 na yan.
There's Coach Cholo Villanueva. May warning dito on Ablaza. Rizal down by 3. Corner 3 for Victoria. Could not tie the ball game. Forward pass. Baloria. Foot race. Baloria! That's a foul on Lawrence.
Well, we're gonna see this replay and Delaverhen. It was the job of Delaverhen to block the path of the defender. Here we see Baloria, but Delaverhen should have blocked the path, so his teammate would have gone for an easy layup.
Victoria tried to go for a chase down, but to no avail.
Pero ang ganda ng effort. Ang ganda ng effort niya.
That's playoff effort for you.
Oo nga, no easy baskets.
Baloria making the first free throw. He had 13 points. Was perfect from the line. 3 out of 3 in game number 1. He's still wearing that mask, which should have been off October pa lang. But because of the physicality here in the Mpbl, he just wants to be even more careful.
Oo nga, on our flight back from Zamboanga, nakita ko nga siya sa aeroplano, di ko namukan dahil wala yung mask. Eh, sabi ko, sana suot mo yung mask.
29-24 our score under 6 minutes here in the second quarter.
Welcome back to Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. After a very convincing win in game number 1, Cedric Ablaza and his teammates were early here in the venue for shoot-around today to continue that momentum. Coach Cholo Villanueva acknowledges that Rizal is much younger and faster compared to his squad, but he holds on to that strength, which is being a strong defensive team. One of their to-do lists tonight is to control the fast break points of the Golden Coolers. Now, with their experiences both for the Batangas coaches and players, he expects that they would be wiser versus the up-and-coming Rizal. We've been here before. They emphasize. So let's see if they'll be able to translate that to a 2-0. Back to you, our panel.
Thank you, Sydney.
Thank you, Sid.
That really is the bread and butter, no, Coach JV, of Coach Cholo Villanueva, that signature defense of his.
Yes, talagang pahihirapan niya talaga lahat ng makakalaban niya dito sa ligang ito. And it's nice that it was pointed out that yung focus ni Coach Cholo, alam niya, aware siya sa kabataan level yung dito sa team ng Golden Coolers. And he's telling his players, lamang natin is experience and knowing what to do at the right time. So let's use that against them, etong Rizal Golden Coolers, and let's not make them play their game.
J-Boy Gob missing the first free throw here. There's Coach Cholo Villanueva. Second one, another miss. Rebound Baloria. Whistle blown in favor of Rizal.
Jong Baloria called for a foul. Holding.
So it's more free throws here. Si Mark Cruz ang matatawagan, apparently.
Oh, Mark Cruz.
Yan, uupo siya. Balik dito. Or pasok dito si King. Importante.
Pansin ko kasi Jong Baloria was complaining. Probably he himself thought the foul was called on him.
First free throw made by Serrano. Very young team, this Rizal Golden Cooler squad. Again, they defeated the Sarangani Marlins in the quarterfinals. That may have surprised a lot of people. You saw how they celebrated after that game. Coach Tantan Banal is really proud of his players. Remember, this team had a 6-game losing streak entering the playoffs.
Oo nga. And they actually combined offense and defense to win that game. Other teams kasi puro defense lang ang rason kung bakit nanalo. But they just put it all together, itong Golden Coolers.
Here's Importante. On the reverse, could not make it. Gob with the board, in trouble. He needs a teammate. Capobres will bring it down. Alvin looking ahead. 2 players up against him. He kicks it out. Caballero, he will fire. In and out. Rebound to Chea.
Wow, firing from way out. And you know, that hurts actually the team because you're not preparing for the fourth quarter by setting up your offense. But he felt it, probably would have gone in. Looked like it was going to actually.
The other end, no conversion for Valoria. Bounce pass, Victoria on the catch, and he converts.
What a maneuver in the air by Victoria, changing his shot and making it.
Remember, Lawrence Victoria is the second leading scorer of Rizal all season long, just behind Jolo Mendoza with over 10 points per game.
Ang mahirap lang kasi sa playoffs, mapipilitan kang dumepensa.
Jong Valoria hitting the bullseye from the corner. 7 points for Kuya Jong. Capobres, spin and the bucket.
Wow, 8 points for Capobres. Great start for him.
Alvin Capobres has had moments here in this season. Might just not be as consistent as everyone would want him to be. But how about this guy, the veteran, Jong Valoria?
Oo nga, at makikita pa natin sa huli na maanapan ng tao. Oh, hindi natin nakita na kulangan doon. But great move. Yon! Hilo, Rick Clinton move. Mabalik natin.
Tama.
Hilo, Rick
Hilo,
Clinton.
Rick Clinton move. 32 to 30 our score. The Rizal Golden Coolers continue to look sharp here in game number 2, and one of these players staying sharp is Troy Malilin.
Troy Malilin, 13 points, 5 of 10 field goals, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And he's actually, prior to that, he was having a difficult time in the previous games. This time yun, pinapakita niya na kayang-kaya niya talaga mag-contribute at natutupad naman niya ang kagustuhan ng coaching staff sa kanya.
Here's De La Virgen up top, under 4 minutes in the second. Batangas up by 2. MJ against Malilin. Drive and kick. Ablaza. That time it's too strong. Ball tap. Good recognition by Malilin onto Victoria. Here's Keanu. Caballero. Troy Malilin. Trailer. One-hander is good. We are tied.
That shot looks difficult, but it's a very tough shot to make. 6 points for Malilin kasi yung jump forward nga brings you closer to the basket. Yung release mo has to be just enough for it to go in. Great shot by Malilin.
32 all. De La Virgen from Splash Island. Too strong. Rebound Importante. There's a foul going down. Alvin Capobres ang matatawagan. Pasok dito, Jolo Mendoza and Edgar Charcos. We also have Rudy Linganay as you take a look at that assist from Keanu Caballero onto their all-star.
Great pass there to an open Malilin. You know, meron akong sasabihin, hoping not to upset anyone. I'm not actually surprised that the score is tied 32 all because I knew this Rizal team was gonna fight till the end.
Well, that's what they have shown here in these playoffs. Nag-iba ang kanilang koponan after that losing streak.
Yes.
Just leveling up their play. Malilin asking for some movement. Here's Capobres. Alvin. Bounce pass. Almost intercepted. Jolo Mendoza. That's a lot of space. That's automatic for Jolo.
A lot of space created by a lot of passes. 10 points for Jolo Mendoza.
I will never ever get tired of telling that story. One of my high school classmates saw him in their village shooting. Shooting lang siya mag-isa for 15 minutes and he didn't even miss a single shot
Wow.
for that long. John Ray at the corner, short. Ablaza, recovery, layup is good.
Well, everything favoring Cedric Ablaza. Great night for him. 13 points for Cedric Ablaza.
He already has 3 threes to his name. Turnover for Rizal.
Yun ang kailangan talaga iwasan ng Rizal because unforced errors like that, magaling mag-capitalize itong Batangas.
There, see that three-point shot. Again, if you leave him that open, he will make you pay, Jolo Mendoza, as always. But then, if you also give up these offensive rebounds to Cedric Ablaza, he will also make you pay. Turnover. Jolo onto Jordan Rios. Pull up. That's short. Rebound. Malilin. Still no conversion here, but the ball will stay with the white shirts.
I'll explain. You know, Jordan Rios, they had the numbers, but he had to stop because all his teammates and the defenders just clogged up the painted area, and that's the reason why Jordan Rios wasn't able to go strong to the basket. Naipit na siya.
So was that still a good shot?
Well, I'd say it was a good shot because it was given to him. He wasn't challenged.
Another steal here. Rudy Lingane, one of the vets. Charge against Cedric Ablaza.
The pick was set, but he moved immediately during the contact. Gumalaw si Cedric Ablaza, kaya siya natawagan. But if he stood still, ganda na ng set ng pick eh. If he just stood still, I don't think a call would have been made.
Ibababa ngayon ni Edgar Charcos ang bola against Rudy Lingane. Here's Jordan Rios. Bench scoring natin, 25-11 in favor of the home team, Mendoza.
Ang dami kasi nilang players eh.
Right.
No?
Serrano, bump. It's a charge. Levy Hernandez picking up that offensive foul from Jeric Serrano. Darwin Lenore will check in for the first time as you get to see this charge from Serrano. Great D mula kay Levy.
Well, the call was made. I'll support it only because Serrano could have taken one dribble away from. He leaned towards Levy Hernandez. He could have actually taken another dribble to take a running jumper or layup.
By the way, as Darwin Lenore is now inside the ball game, happy anniversary to him and his wife Nika. 16 years na sila magkasama.
Wow.
And he's only 32 years old. So kalahati ng buhay niya, girlfriend niya na si Nika. Mabuhay kayong dalawa. A miss here and a foul in favor of Rizal.
Ang bilis ng mathematics mo dun ha. Nakakabili ba?
Penalty na. Foul on Lenore. It's free throws for Rizal. Both teams are in the penalty.
Both teams in the penalty. The push and the shove favoring Mark Benitez.
47 seconds remaining before halftime. There is the veteran, literally, of the Rizal Golden Coolers, one of the mainstays from the previous season, headed by Coach J.V. Gayoso.
Wow.
How proud of you, how proud are you of Mark Benitez?
Well, I saw the potential and he's a big man who can shoot the three. I mean, but see, I didn't want to talk kasi baka ma-jinx yun. Na-jinx tuloy. Missed 2 free throws for Mark, but he's a big man who can shoot the three. So nakakatuwa talaga. All I needed to do was kind of give him time and wake up, and you know, he did well. Made it to the All-Stars.
Yep, he did. Here's Rudy Lingana. 5 on the shot clock. Hernandez, catch and fire. Short. Rebound Benitez. No more shot clock. Rizal with the lead. They will look to extend it as we enter halftime. Edgar Charcos against John Ray Villanueva. Down to 12 seconds. Two-man game. Malilin yelling pop. Charcos inside. What a cut by Rios! Sorry, missed though. Importante will fire. Could not beat the buzzer. And that will do it, folks. The Rizal Golden Coolers
Well, Coach Jonathan Bala was telling me should have taken a forward shot rather than the reverse because he was all alone. But you know, it happened so fast. Good attempt by Jordan Rios. Sadly lang, hindi niya na ipasok.
Halftime na po tayo in game number 2. Rizal on the road, up by 1.
Killer instinct, and right now walang killer instinct na pinapakita. Si Jason Ballesteros nga lang, galit na.
That is the second jam of the game galing dito kay Jason Ballesteros. Jason Milano up fake the drop off and nobody there to challenge the rising Jason Ballesteros for that dunk. Ramirez bounces it off to Ganin. Sidestep. Great move right there by J.R. Ganin.
Eh kung mga homegrown nitong Bacoor City Strikers, talaga nagpapakilala agad dito sa ating sa start pa lang ng gameplay natin.
Marcy, spin move, drop off, Segura. Great play right there for Quezon City.
A great dribble penetration, spin move. At the last moment, drop pass by Marceliano. That transition yan.
Mr. Triple-Double of the Mpbl had 9 assists in Game 1 but only scored 6 points.
Down by as much as 14 points in this game. Here's Lawrence Victoria. The drive. Oh, what a shot by Lawrence Victoria!
Yun ang matamis. Matamis na matamis. 5 shots. Bakit matamis? Kasi sa itsura pa lang miss eh. Pero pasok. Matamis.
Lawrence Victoria to the floor. Turnover is completed. Forward pass. Archie getting it back. Concepcion with a layup.
Basket of the game para kay Archie Concepcion and De La Miren. The kick out. Oh, Valoria is wide open. That is all net para kay John Valoria. 12 puntos. Lahat nagmula dito sa ating third quarter.
Para bang with Batangas, napakadaling shoot eh. Kay why with Glass? Okay, hindi na, parang hirap-hirap naman.
Wide open. Ito si John Valoria, MJ De La Miren, attacking the defense, attracting everyone.
50 minutes. 10 on the shot clock. Mendoza escaping. That's a foul. Basket and 1 for Cholo Mendoza.
And if there's one finisher who would go strong, it's Cholo Mendoza.
Cholo Mendoza's family is actually at the sidelines. He was the best player of the game in Game 1 of these games, this quarterfinal series between Rizal and Sarangani. He is the top scorer for Rizal once again here in game number 2. Jonah Mendoza gunning for 26 points and a 3-point lead for Rizal.
That same offense of option, offensive option for Quezon City, initiated by Marceliano.
Vintage Jason Ballesteros right there. Sa bilis ng pangyayari, hindi ko na nasabi ang mga tamang salita. We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OK Bet on the win. Jason Ballesteros with authority, putting Chris Menges on the poster. Oh my gosh!
They have a 1-point lead. Sarangani fighting for survival. Kit Jimenez onto the right. Step back. 2 seconds. Couple of crosses. Oh! What a move by Kit Jimenez! Take a look at this. Double cross to the delight of the crowd. And Kit Jimenez with some magic in the air. What a highlight. Again, he is fighting for his survival here in the Mpbl playoffs. What happened in 90 seconds? Archie, 2 seconds. Concepcion. Oh! The biggest 3-point shot of the night for Archie Concepcion. Take a look at it. One dribble, the pull-up with great power comes great responsibility.
For everybody who still has doubts about Archie Concepcion being a bona fide superstar here in the Mpbl, that shot just tells you that he is definitely it.
Welcome back inside the Batangas City Coliseum para sa game number 2 of our best of 3 series between the Batangas Embassy Chill and the Rizal Golden Coolers. And at the half, I am joined by the team managers of both teams. We have Sir Gilbert B. Alea, assistant team manager of the Batangas, and of course I also have Miss Angie Azores, ang team manager ng Rizal. And I'm gonna talk to Miss Angie first. Miss Angie, good evening po sa inyo. This whole conference, marami na kayong pinagdaanan from injuries to losing streaks. But on the other side, ano naman yung mga best things na nangyari na gain ninyo in this whole conference?
Yes, these challenges are really great opportunities for us to test the team's patience, perseverance, and commitment to the goal. Also, it is a good avenue for us to make some adjustments, correct the mistakes that we've done on the previous seasons, on the previous games. And yun nga, we've learned a lot from this new season, alongside continuous playing unselfish basketball as well as teamwork.
And your team has done well so far this season, Miss Angie. Sino pong mga gusto nating batiyan at pasalamatan?
Yes, unang-una, we would like to thank our families who's always supporting us ever since the beginning of this season. Also, Golden Cooler, Sir Jaime Lim, Sir Joel Conde, Central Mall for Sir Alex Cruz, Sir Sandre Cruz, CD14 for our jerseys, the LGUs of the Rizal provinces, our friends, families, and supporters. Thank you for always being there. And I would like to greet my sister a happy birthday.
All right, thank you so much po, Miss Angie. Now, again, we also have Sir Gilbert. Sir Gilbert, we have a full crowd here in our venue. How does this help your team? Ayan, habang narinig natin sila nag-cheer ngayon. And did you expect na ganito karami ang susuporta sa inyo?
Yes, it definitely helped sa aming team. Especially sa huddle namin sa dugout, laging panawagan ng mga players para sa fans, para sa fans. Ito yung aming mga unsung heroes. They are our heart and soul. Itong crowd ng Batangas City, they are our heart and soul. Talagang ibibigay lahat ng aming players para sa crowd.
Ngayon, Sir Gilbert, sino rin ang mga gusto nating pasalamatan?
Well, I'd like to greet our number supporter, Congressman Marvy, Mayor Beverly, Boss Lucy Tal III, my wife, Dr. Rose Alea, at sa lahat po ng fans, good evening. We hope na makuha na namin ngayong game 2.
Alright, thank you so much, Sir Gilbert and Miss Angie, for joining me. Ngayon naman, mga kaliga, punta tayo sa ating Mpbl shoutout at basahin natin ang inyong mga comment sa aming social media accounts. Mula kay Multi Concept, sabi niya, this league does not need superstar. They produce superstars. Another very intense game and may the best team win. Sabi pa niya, napakasarap ng suporta ng mga Batanggenyo kasing sarap ng kanilang lambanog. So alam na alam ata ni Multi Concepts. Yan, punta naman tayo sa kabilang banda. We have Genesis Olimpo. Sabi niya, go Rizal Golden Coolers. Walang imposible. We believe and support you. Habang si Vic Osorio naman, sabi rin niya, laban Rizal, kaya nyo rin yan. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng aming mga kaliga na nag-comment sa aming social media accounts. Pwede nyo pa rin niyang gawin at official Mpbl. Ngayon naman, balik tayo sa aksyon ng ating basketball. Back to our panel, Binks and Coach JV.
It is halftime between the Rizal Golden Coolers and the Batangas City Embassy Chill. Rizal on the road and they have the lead here. We talked about the first half being high-octane takbuhan ng ating dalawang mga koponan. Might not necessarily be fast break opportunities, but it was up and down. Definitely a lot of shots between these two teams. And Coach JV, this is setting up to be another game that will go down the wire.
Go down the wire talaga because nga magandang adjustment. We were talking about it's basically Rizal Golden Coolers needing to make adjustments coming into this game. But the adjustments these guys faced on their way to the game is actually something that probably helped them out even more, and that's why they're performing well.
Again, the story, Rizal's bus overheated when they were still in Marikina. Doon pa sila sa kanilang tahanan. They had to change buses. They left Marikina at 6 p.m. The game was at 9 o'clock. But because of their driver na si Ricky Labadista, nagawa niya ng paraan na makarating dito 30 minutes before game time. Coach JV, in some way, do you think it helped them in terms of their motivation?
I think in a lot of ways kasi yung exciting yung first game, hindi nila narinig yung hiyawan ng mga tao, hindi sila binigyan ng pagkakataon mag-isip about what to do in the games. And having said that, eto, hinarap na sa atin ang ating halftime stats. Pakita lang muna natin bakit ko pinili ito. Score 35-34 favoring Rizal. Ito, 2-point field goals, 52% scoring, 24% naman sa Batangas. 3-point field goals, 6 of 18 para sa Batangas. Dito naman sa Rizal, 2 of 9. Inside points, 16-10 favoring Rizal. Fast break points, 7-2 favoring Rizal. Bakit ko pinili ito? Because it's totally different from the first game they played. And this time, makikita mo, gumawa talaga ng adjustments itong Rizal coaching staff. Hats off to them and a shout out. But you see, Coach Cholo, alam mo naman yan, hanggat hindi pa tapos ang game, 1 point means nothing to him.
A lot of playoff experience already for Coach Cholo Villanueva. There you see score players leading the way. Cedric Ablaza with 13, Valoria with 7, Apinan with 4, Villanueva with 3. As for Rizal, Jolo Mendoza has found his touch once more. 10 points for him, Capobres with 8, Serrano with 7, and Malilin with 6 points.
Well, for me, Alvin Capobres, parang wow, nabuhay for tonight's game. Very much needed because he has a lot of minutes to play, especially in the first game. Ito, nare-reward ng effort niya.
Second half about to begin here inside the Batangas City Coliseum, the home of your inaugural champions of the Mpbl. But then again, that was a different lineup for Batangas. This is a new core under the tutelage of Coach Cholo Villanueva, former players of the Makati Super Crunch, but still maybe the same championship caliber as we can argue, because this is a star-studded team finishing as the number 2 seed in the South Division. Batangas will look to advance to the South Finals with a victory tonight. But if Rizal wins, then they will fly back to Zamboanga this coming Tuesday.
Oo nga, double header na naman sa Zamboanga kung makalusot ang Rizal.
Charcos giving it up. Rios will miss. Joining them are J-Boy Gob, Dory Malilin, and Jolo Mendoza. As for Batangas, it is Rudy Lingganay with Jexter Apinan, John Ray Villanueva, King Importante, and Levi Hernandez to begin the second half. This is Mix Gomez, folks, alongside Coach J.V. Gayoso and Sidney Crespo for your MPBL Saturday. There's a foul here. Lingganay will proceed to the line.
I didn't see any contact sa kamay ni Lingganay, probably down low. Because medyo na off balance ata to si Rudy Lingganay.
Coach JV, why don't we greet some people here? First of all, happy birthday to our floor director na si Renetic Boyguan. Mabuhay ka, Tik! Happy birthday as well. Pinapabati ni Kuya Ray, si Christopher Jacob Turalba, 21st birthday niya po ngayon. Shaq Taganas would also like to greet Alvin Tanaraj, a happy birthday. Ramil Merdaco and Ralph Simaco as well, magandang gabi sa inyo.
At sa anak ko, Jaden Gayoso nanonood pa. Hoy, matulog ka na.
How old is Jaden?
15.
15. Prime years yan. As a basketball player.
Soccer.
Is he a basketball player?
Soccer.
Football, parang si Kuya Harvey.
Parang si Harvey.
Who just scored another goal today. Oh, good defense right here. Now that is signature Batangas defense.
Yes, medyo caught off guard itong Rizal. I'm pretty sure sumesenyas na coaching staff, binibigyan na ng instructions.
36-35, Batangas with a 1-point lead. Turnover story, 2-6 in favor of the home team. Lingganay, left side, kick out. Hernandez for 3. No good. Rebound Gob. And here's Jolo. Mendoza only had 7 points in game number 1. He's up to 10 here, entering the third. Space again. Jolo will miss. The other end we go.
Well, Jolo Mendoza took the shot, pero medyo iniba niya tira niya kasi humabol si Rudy Lingganay.
Hernandez.
If he maintained the posture, would have probably made the shot.
Miss mula kay King Importante. Ibababa ni Jordan Rios ang bola. Rios, no one stopping him. He goes to Malilin for 2.
Finally, Malilin makes the attempt. Earlier, nakatanggap siya sa right side. Nag-hesitate siya and opted to pass.
37-36, back and forth we go. We have 9 lead changes and 6 ties in this ball game. Pass inside, beautiful feed. Jexter Apinan to King Importante.
Simple 3-man game. Pick making an extra pass and the picker goes for a cut to the basket.
It's like tic-tac-toe here for Batangas. Hernandez, Apinan, there's a cutter. Yung importante.
And that's experience for Dexter Apinan. Pwede naman niya itira, opted to pass, kasi may space siya, binigyan siya ni Jacob ng space, but he opted to pass kay King Importante.
Is it like game number 1 where Apinan doesn't really attempt so much but his impact is felt on the floor in different categories?
Well, tama ka doon, pero hindi lang sa game 1. In every game, I mean, he'll score when needs to, and if the opportunity is there. If not, he'll contribute in so many aspects. Tama what you pointed out. A great asset talaga ito si Apinan.
We can even argue he is all-star caliber as well here in the MPBL. Si Dexter Apinan. 38-37, Linganay. Rudy still has it against Malilin. Mismatch. Linganay will fire. No good. Apinan with the board. No conversion outside in favor of Batangas.
And the reason why he was able to get that, all the white jerseys were looking at the ring rather than looking for a man to box out. These are the things that, you know, yung trend, takbo ng laro, nakakalimutan mo to keep your presence lang to box out your man.
38-37, Linganay collided with Apinan, turnover, Charcos, foot race, Edgar, layup is good.
What a fadeaway layup, extended from the far end, ano? On the right side. Great move by Charcos.
It was almost a no-look layup for him.
Oo nga eh.
The lead back with Rizal, 39-38. Couple of screens here. Villanueva with 5 to work with. John Ray. Ooh. Wild pass, too high for Importante.
So John Ray Villanueva should have jumped and made that pass.
He bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet on the win. Nakita naman ni Edgar Charcos. This was a hard view for him, but he got that ball to go.
So no look.
No look. J-Boy Goff. Good feed by Troy Malilin.
And there we see, you know, two men away from the ball, moving, leaving Jacob. Maganda makita yung eksenang yun. Laking tulong nun si Jolo Mendoza.
Rizal matching its biggest lead of 3 points in this game. Batangas could not answer back. The home team's biggest lead was 6 points in the first half. Charcos. Edgar. He goes to J-Boy. Gob against Apinan. Gob operating. Spin. He gets the board. His own board. And he scores inside.
Relentless! Ano yung kinakain yung daliri? I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's not my generation.
I also don't know.
All right.
You better ask him.
Well, at noon, I guess. Nail biter siguro
Nail
yun.
biter.
A nail biter shot. Great tap by Jolo Mendoza.
Rizal looking to extend its biggest lead right now. Capobres, good block by Importante. That could get the crowd going. Apinan. That was off of Rizal. Charcos arguing. Could be a warning here against Edgar.
Well, I think he had the right to argue. Here's another one, a let go. But you see, that's what I hate about players. Not Capobres, but players who don't use their left hand. Kasi you can use your right to ward off or just keep the person closer. Not ward off, foul yun, but just to protect.
Protect that basketball.
Yeah, pero if you use your right hand, laying up on the left, may chance na mapalpal.
Levy Hernandez from downtown. Importante goes down. Nothing escalates here. 43-41. Charcos yelling at his teammates. They need some help at the backcourt.
Well, Capobres' attention was here at the back, at the front court, and Charcos is asking for help in the backcourt.
Capobres to inbound.
Yes.
There's that three-pointer by Levy Hernandez. Balik dito si Lawrence Victoria to replace Alvin Capobres. This is an interesting lineup with both Victoria and Mendoza on the floor. Their two most lethal scorers.
Well, J-Boy Gob was also taken out and Mark Benitez back into the ball game.
43-40.
Tough defense. That's a foul against Importante. Again, that pressure defense of Batangas bothering Rizal at the backcourt.
Ang kagandahan nun, Rizal is now opting to pass rather than try to beat the press. But they need to, move and find themselves free to receive a pass.
Mendoza will inbound. Here's Edgar Charcos, 43-40 our score halfway through the third frame. This is game number 2 in the South Division semifinals. Rizal looking to stay alive and force a game 3 back in Zamboanga this coming Tuesday. Charcos against De La Virgen. Edgar, 5 seconds to work with. Leaner, short. Good tap by Benitez. Another chance. That's tapped away by Villanueva.
Unselfish play by Mark Benitez, but he could have taken that shot. In fact, Jolo Mendoza was pointing, take that shot.
Valoria will check back in here for John Ray Villanueva. MJ De La Virgen is back as well. Joining them are Jexter Apinan, Levy Hernandez, and King Importante. It will be a baseline inbound for Jolo Mendoza. 14 on the shot clock. Jolo going to Troy Malilin. Teammates since Ateneo in college. Victoria is fouled.
Kung papanoorin mo or titignan mo at pag-aaralan mo ang katawan ni Victoria, you'd be amazed how he can just squeeze through and make those plays go around players. I mean, medyo malaki siya para sa kanyang height, pero nakakapaglusot pa rin siya.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Why is that?
I guess that's experience, composure. He knows he's got the ability to dribble around players, so he's using it to the max. So despite the size,
just like that,
ano?
Just couldn't convert.
Yun na lang, yung pagko-convert na lang. Wow!
Batangas could not control that basketball on the fast break.
Well, King Importante had a good intention to pass to Levy Hernandez, but based on history covering games, Levy Hernandez is not the type who can receive a bounce pass on a fast break. He's better off receiving ready to shoot.
Right. Let's turn you over to Sidney Crespo.
Jolo Mendoza mentioned in the pregame that it's unfortunate because he's actually feeling under the weather. He says that with concern because he doesn't want this to be his last Mpbl game this year. His extra motivation today is his parents who are present here in the Batangas City Coliseum na gusto raw ma-witness ang importanteng laban na ito. Jolo's first season here in the Mpbl has been a life-changing journey as it is his first time to step out of the Ateneo bubble after 18 years and play with and against veterans. He said the new perspective he gets through Mpbl is what he needed for growth. Tonight, he will still go all out and leave it all on the floor. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball Team.
After 18 years of playing with Ateneo, as reported by Sidney Crespo, Jolo Mendoza takes his talents to the Mpbl Sydney was just reporting that Jolo is feeling under the weather today, and yet he's doing things like this.
Oo nga, and he's actually complaining at the referees because he got hit on the head by Jong Beloria, but definite no call there, kaya natuloy ang ating pag-inbound ng Batangas.
Jolo Mendoza almost doubling his Game 1 output, only had 7 points on 1 out of 8 shooting in the series opener. Ablaza drives, good defense. Beloria getting the ball inside, still couldn't score. Look at that battle. It ends up with Apinan. And finally a basket.
Well experienced, simple play, no play for Dexter Apinan, yet he gets the ball. Turnover by the Rizal Coolers.
Ochea de la Virgen. That's out of bounds, no foul. Baseline inbound for Batangas.
A great stop by Victoria, hustling to prevent an easy layup.
Take a look at that sequence. Everyone fighting hard for the basketball. And it ends up with the one who has been working very hard all night, Dexter Apinan.
Dexter Apinan, kasi, silent killer nga diba? Wala naman talagang play na pupunta sa kanya. He just does the intangibles. And in that case, ang paggamit niya sa board, ganda. Pasok ang kanyang tira.
Pasok dito. Sina Jeric Serrano and Alvin Capobres. A technical foul here against Batangas. Mendoza will proceed to the line. Free throw is good for Jolo. He is one of the best free throw shooters in the league. 87% from the line is Jolo Mendoza, just behind Enzo Hoson.
Oo nga, with 3 minutes and 26 remaining, pinahinga na muna si Jolo Mendoza at si Troy Malilin.
47-42, baseline inbound. Here's Beloria at the corner. That's a three.
Delikado yun, hinahanap ko yung panang tinitira niya eh.
There's a foul here at the backcourt. A little bit too aggressive on defense was Jong Beloria.
Well, twice Jong Beloria was caught, but here you see, once given space, he will launch that shot. Laging nakakasa ang kanyang mga kamay, kaya handang-handang tumira itong si Jong Beloria. Wow, that rhymed.
Right? Mask on, mask off for Jong. He has always been one of the best scorers in the Mpbl. Capobres. They go to Victoria. Onto the corner. Caballero could not answer back. Good effort by Serrano, but it is retrieved by MJ de la Virgen. Batangas down by 3. Under 3 minutes in the third quarter. Game number 2. Beloria again! Too strong. Takbo sa kabila. Serrano. One guy to beat. Jeric will lose the handle. Batangueños feeling the intensity in game 2. Ochea from downtown. That was a two-pointer by Don Ochea.
Two-pointer, but anyway you can get a point, a basket for your team is good enough. Ball rotation helping everything working for the offense of Batangas.
Serrano, Benitez. Look at the ball distribution of Rizal, and it's all worth it. They get a two-pointer from Capobres.
Oh nga, Capobres, what a game for him. This is the kind of game I want to see him play every single time because he works hard on offense and defense, but oftentimes in the previous games, hindi niya nako-convert mga tira niya.
Ablaza, the help mula kay Benitez, but Mark is called for a foul. Pasok dito si Mark Cruz. As we take a look at that good offensive execution by Rizal, ending up to the 9th and 10th points in this ball game for Alvin Capobres.
At fully aware mga players ng Rizal, and you can see everybody's moving. If you were with me in the Zamboanga game, you would notice na nakatayo lang marami sa kanila sa Rizal. This time, everyone's constantly moving. One pass and then they attack, catching itong Batangas chill off guard.
You can only imagine how that last practice went yesterday for the Rizal Golden Coolers as they feel the sense of urgency here in game number 2. Serrano, Capobres. They go to Benitez. Lumalabas, Caballero. Keanu. Driving kick. Victoria. One-hander. Bounce. No good.
Well, Victoria making a strong try to the basket, but he had a teammate.
Oh! MJ de la Virgen with a big-time three-point shot.
6 points para kay De La Virgen, stepping into his shots. But you see, let Rizal should focus, be composed, and not get carried away by the crowd.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. MJ de la Virgen starred in game number 1 because of his 6 assists. But in game 2, he shows us his offensive repertoire, the rest of it with his three-point shooting. Folks, we are tied 49-all in game number 2. Batangas will look to advance to the South Division Finals. We are tied at 49. As we mentioned, Batangas 1 game away from the South Finals, but the Rizal Golden Coolers still not giving up here. It is a deadlock, and even though they had problems getting into this venue, they played very well. They still have a chance to send us to a Game 3 back in Zamboanga this Tuesday.
Immediate timeout called by Rizal, perfect just to, silence the crowd. Great timeout called by the team.
Here's Lawrence Victoria. Caballero, 12 on the shot clock. The cut by Benitez. Now it is Capobres. Back to Keanu, 4 seconds. Caballero, drive, cut. There's that shot. It's blocked. That's a shot clock violation. No more recovery here for Rizal.
Well, Capobres had the shot, and he was actually, he should have been aware na wala ng time.
Balik tayo sa Batangas, 49-all. The 8th deadlock in this ball game. 47 seconds remaining in the third. MJ, drive and kick. Ablaza against Serrano. Shot clock reading 15. Ochea. Kick out. De la Virgen again. No good. Battle for the board and ends up in Valoria. Bounce pass. Ablaza will score.
Jong Valoria, matalinaw. Kitang-kita niya, no-look bounce pass to his teammate, Mark Cruz.
What a great feed that was, and all the chemistry in the world for Jong Valoria and Cedric Ablaza. Take a look at it.
Oh,
wow, great angle.
Cedric Ablaza pala yun. Matalinaw, kitang-kita niya. Yan ang peripheral vision when everything's covered. You see before everybody does. Easy bounce pass to his teammate.
Victoria at the line, he makes the first free throw. The manager of Rizal would like to greet Rolin Hernandez. Magandang gabi po sa inyo. Pinapabati kayo ni Miss Ange Azores. 51-50, our score with 20 seconds remaining in the third. Substitution here, Jordan Rios will come in for Alvin Capobres. Troy Malinin as well for Jeric Serrano.
I expected Troy Malinin to come in the fourth quarter, pero nakita siguro ng coaching staff na kailangan ng presence niya.
Donachea will bring down that basketball. Oh, dangerous situation. Almost a swipe. They cross it. Alley-oop! Oh, what a play by Batangas! It was Jong Valoria finding Mark Cruz.
Yun lang ang situation. Pag sumugal kang umagaw at hindi mo nakuha,
and then Caballero will miss that three-pointer to end the third quarter. What away for Batangas to end the third frame with a beautiful alley-oop.
This alley-oop was triggered off by Victoria's failed attempt to steal the ball.
And those players also have all the chemistry in the world. Mark Cruz has played for many years already with Jong Baloria here in the Mpbl. It's all worth it as they get the lead entering the fourth frame of 53 to 51. Let's take a look at some highlights here of the leader of Batangas, Cedric Ablaza.
Cedric Ablaza, 15.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Hustle defense, very aggressive, just putting himself in a position to score. Another 3 for him.
Now, most of those numbers came in the first half. Well, actually, those are his first half stats, almost doubling a lot of his numbers in game number 1. Very impressive for Cedric Ablaza. 53 to 51 our score, folks. Diyan lamang kayo. We'll be back for the fourth and final frame. We are back inside the Batangas City Coliseum. Fourth quarter in game number 2. Batangas looking to advance to the South Finals. Rizal looking to stay alive and force a game 3 in Zamboanga this coming Tuesday. Our score is 53 to 51. Mix Gomez, Coach JD Gayoso, and City Crespo at your service.
Here we see our quarter scoring 17-14 favoring Rizal, 18-20 favoring Batangas, 19-16 favoring Batangas, totaling 51 to 53.
Charcos escaping and tying things up. We have another deadlock. What a performance it has been from the Rizal Golden Coolers, who only arrived 30 minutes before the game started.
Would be a good thing to do pag umabot ng game 3 to, arrive sila 30 minutes before game time.
That's a hard risk in Zamboanga. Chance here for Rizal. Charcos on the run. That's a foul. Foul on Ochea, who argues na hinawakan siya sa kanyang jersey. You would actually hear from the Batangas players that their best defender is Don Ochea.
And I'm not surprised. Ang ganda talaga ng kanyang nilalaro. And kagandahan nun, he can shoot the 3.
Right.
He helps space out yung defense ng kalaban.
He's literally a 3-and-D player.
Oh.
Mendoza onto Serrano. Almost lost it. Recovers, but he was blocked by Ablaza. Here's MJ De La Virgen on the drive. Wow, what a performance by this point guard of Batangas.
Wow, mukhang nagpapalitan si De La Virgen at si Charcos.
Oh, great pressure. Mendoza gets a double team. They get it to Charcos for 3. No good. Rebound Mark Cruz. Batangas up by 2 here.
That's where Rizal needs to relax. They don't need to shoot the 3 when they're open. Hindi naman sila down by so much. Bring it closer because they need more points in the paint.
Baloria, leader, he gets the bounce.
Which is what Batangas has been doing. They're bringing it closer because all they need is a point or a basket every possession. But Rizal needs to settle down. Don't need to shoot the 3 to get yourself back into this ball game. Just consistently score when you have ball possession.
57-53 our score. Batangas with the momentum here. Almost 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Mendoza working with Charcos, Capobres, Malilin, and Gob. Here's Troy Malilin, the all-star. Almost a steal. Charcos recovers. Edgar, tough pass. Capobres will miss. And Ablaza recovers. Forward pass. Baloria, foot race. Jong with the reverse.
13 points for Baloria. Experience.
Baloria matches his game 1 output of 13 markers. Capobres onto Mendoza. Step back. This could be a big one. does not make it. Another rebound for Cedric Ablaza.
And another attempt at the three-point shot. Habang ang Batangas, puro 2 points lang. So every 2 points Batangas scores pulls them away from Rizal.
59-53. Batangas with momentum. De La Virgen getting the switch. MJ's gonna dance with this from Splash Island. That's short. Oh, Mark Cruz with a putback at the very last second.
Never giving up. Yan ang nagagawa ng experience. You know, you always have to keep moving to get a chance to put that ball back. Rizal coaching staff asking to have that shot checked.
Did that count? Yep, that was
Yes, it
clear.
did.
Great effort from Mark Cruz.
Coach Jonathan Banal telling Gob to box out.
That is gonna count. And a bonus free throw for Mark Cruz. Mark Cruz is now up to 6 points and 5 rebounds in this game. How about Cedric Ablaza with 15 points and 10 rebounds as well?
What a game for him.
Let's turn you over to Sidney Crespo.
Together with the experiences that they would need to win this series, Coach Jolo also mentions patience. Now, this intangible could make or break any team's run to success. Hence, he reminds his squad that it is equally important to have the right timing and aggressiveness. Coach Jolo, being the head tactician of Batangas, sets aside all the X and Y's and says we have bigger purpose for this win. This is for our families, emphasizing that aside from the love of the game, this exact game is their livelihood and they don't want it to end just yet. Back to you guys.
Sydney just reported about Batangas dedicating their games to their families. And you can see the motivation behind the eyes, the hearts of these home team players. Cedric Ablaza running the floor. Now he's up to 17 points.
Oh nga, but Ochea started everything. Great defense by Ochea, stealing that ball from J-Boy Gob.
There's a reason why he is the best defender for the Batangas City Embassy Chill. They're enjoying right here in the home of the inaugural champions. 64-53 our score. Batangas with the lead. The Batangas City Embassy Chill, they could be 6 minutes away from advancing to the Final Four of the Mpbl. But, of course, Jolo Mendoza and company would want to extend this series. How about that matchup for tonight, Mendoza versus Jong Baloria?
Alam mo, rebound lang talaga ang nakakapag-iba. Everything else is basically identical. Lamang lang ng dalawang rebound. Itong si Jong Baloria. Great stats there shown by our crew.
It's a literal matchup between those two shooting guards. One young, one a veteran here in the Mpbl. Batangas with all the momentum right now, up by 11. That's kicked by Linganay. Joining Rudy are Mark Cruz, Don Ochea, Cedric Ablaza, and John Baloria. As for Jolo Mendoza, he is with Troy Malilin, Edgar Charcos, Lawrence Victoria, and Jeric Serrano. Shot clock reads 8. Edgar, he's gonna dance against Mark Cruz. Charcos, that's a big one for Rizal.
Big shot there by Charcos. Mark Cruz left all alone.
Lead cut down to 8 here. 4 minutes gone by in the fourth and final frame of game number 2. Earlier today, Bacolod forced a game 3 against Zamboanga. Can Rizal do the same? Kick out. Ooh, tough angle. Turnover for Batangas.
Unforced error there, Cedric Ablaza. But knowing Batangas, they'll just regroup. One delay of 2 points for them.
Pinapabati ni Richard Campos si Nini Arquiza of Zamboanga. Magandang gabi po sa inyo. 64-56. Mendoza for 3. No good. Rebound Ablaza. That is number 11 for the All-Star.
Double-double na.
Yep. 17 and 11 for Cedric Ablaza. Linganay working with Cedric against Charcos. Mismatch. Ablaza escapes. And the pass. That's too long. But Cedric was there for the putback.
What an alley-oop pass by Otsea to Cedric Ablaza.
19 points now for Cedric Ablaza. 66-56. Rizal looking for answers. Charcos, tough layup. Cannot convert. No recovery. Batangas looking ahead. Here's Rudy Linganay. Rudy. Ablaza asking for it. 7 on the shot clock. Cedric, drive, kick, Linganay, his turn. They go to Cruz. 1 second. Ablaza does not know about it. Shot clock violation.
I thought he knew, and he was about to launch that 3, but nag-hesitate.
And now, it is a 5 for Coach Cholo Villanueva that he has used for years already in the Mpbl. Just before the substitution. But this is a vital piece for his team. Levy Hernandez. It's King Importante joining him. Jexter Apinan, Cedric Ablaza, and Rudy Linganay.
Alam mo, Levy Hernandez coming in for Jong Baloria. What a game for Baloria.
Mendoza onto Malilin. 4.5 minutes. Rizal down by 10. Troy, Capobres, Mendoza. Good fake. Pull up. Too strong. Rebound. Victoria. Tap. That's out of bounds. Ball will return with Batangas here. Linganay, forward pass. Cedric Ablaza was wide open. Ball out of bounds. Nananatili sa Batangas. Now, if you're Rizal, what do you have to do?
Well, make some stops, continuous stops. But you see, when you go on the offensive end, don't force the shot. Don't look for the 3. Just convert every possession you have. If the 3 comes, let it happen. But if it doesn't, don't look for the 3. 4 minutes to go, dami pang time yan.
Apinan exploiting that mismatch. Offensive rebound, no foul. Ball tapped away in favor of Rizal. Coach Cholo is very unhappy. Rizal with possession here. Batangas has to be ready. Keanu Caballero and MJ De La Virgen about to check back in.
And I'm surprised, sorry Mix, I'm surprised itong Batangas went back to man-to-man defense. They were doing great playing their zone defense against itong Rizal Golden Coolers.
Ingani will take a breather. Edgar Charcos as well. Jordan Rios will return for Lawrence Victoria. Could this be the final 5s for our teams? Baseline inbound. Results still down by 10. Keanu will inbound to Mendoza. There's that zone. Jolo, screen. Keanu, 7 seconds. Caballero, good cut by Rios. Turning around. Sorry, miss, but he will go to the line.
Should have used the glass. Ako kasi, alam ko pagka hindi ko ginamit yung boarding in a shot, tatandaan ng tatay ko, so he'll remind me on the drive home. Boarding.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Wasn't it hard for Rios to go off the glass because he was fading away at the baseline?
No, actually, but you see, I would use the glass higher percentage when you're moving up in the air. And that's what I learned with Michael Jordan and Kobe. Not that I'm saying, when they were talking about it, they would use glass. When you're fading away, the quickest, your best friend would be using the glass.
Well, if you want to listen to two people, listen to Michael Jordan and
Kobe.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, and that's why ako, nung sinusubukan ko, tama nga, ang dali. Yung target mo is forward, hindi yung scoop, yung lob shot, hoping na pumasok.
Foul here against Caballero. A little bit too aggressive against MJ De La Virgen. There's Coach Tantan Banal hoping to survive here in the playoffs. Lead is 8. Apinan looking for a teammate. They go to Mark Cruz inside. Importante loses his defender and he converts. Tall lineup here for Batangas.
Tall and quick.
Yes, they are. Mendoza answering back. Under 3 minutes remaining. Lead back down to 8. What a game it has been as well for MJ De La Virgen. Controlling things for Batangas.
Even in the previous game talaga naman, pag makikita mo yung stats De La Virgen, ang dami nang na-contribute.
Had 6 assists in game 1. MJ has to fire. There it is. Off to the left. Mendoza gets the board. Crucial possession here for Rizal. Jolo, that's stopped away. De La Virgen goes straight to the fans.
Great transition defense by the Batangas team. Na-prevent na sila pag-score pero hindi rin nila pinayagang maka-easy basket ang Rizal.
Just like that, balik dito, John Baloria and Cedric Ablaza.
And these are the things people watching should learn. Hindi na baling hindi mo ma-shoot, hindi na baling mawala sa'yo ang bola. Basta bumalik ka lang sa depensa to prevent your opponents from scoring.
Caballero, in and out, pass. Jordan Rios, too strong. 68-60, Baloria. Pass inside, Ablaza with a mismatch. That's stolen away. Can Rizal convert here? Mendoza, bounce pass, Capobres, kick out, Keanu, fake, three-pointer, off the glass, no good. Capobres is there, and there's that putback. The lead is down to 6.
Well, never giving up. Itong Rizal Golden Coolers play tough and never give up.
6 points away from tying this ball game are the Golden Coolers. They are fighting for survival here in the Mpbl playoffs.
Again, they don't need a 3. They just need to make stops. Itong Rizal Golden Coolers and score fast.
5 on the shot clock. Ablaza, cross,
There you go.
turnover. Malinin against the left hand. There's that foul. It was a foul on the floor, right?
Foul on the floor is what it looked like. Yes, they're gonna inbound on the side.
Was that a wise foul? Was that a wise foul?
Well, yes, because ang laking advantage ni Malinin dun sa kanyang defender.
And then you take a look at that steal resulting into the foul by De La Virgen, who just had to give it up against the much taller and stronger Troy Malinin. A minute and 15 remaining. Keanu Caballero. Rizal is down by 6. They're looking for Mendoza. Instead, they go back to Keanu. Caballero in and out. Battle for the board. Rios gets it. One more chance. Keanu, drive. Tough pass. Jolo, 8 on the shot clock. Leaner off the glass and in. The lead is down to 4.
Perfect example, using the glass when you are in motion in the air. 15 points. 15 points for Jolo Mendoza. I thought he was actually scoring even more than that. But there you go.
And again, as reported by Sidney Crespo, he is feeling under the weather. Sa lagay na yan.
There you go.
What a performance by Jolo Mendoza, doubling his Game 1 output, cutting the lead down to 4 with 59 seconds to go in game number 2. Jolo Mendoza just hit a tough leaner for the Rizal Golden Coolers. He now has 17 points in this ball game. Even though he is feeling under the weather, his family is watching at the sidelines. They are very much motivated to send us to a game number 3 back in Zamboanga. Again, the storyline in this match, nag-overheat yung bus ng Rizal Golden Coolers. They only arrived in this venue 13 minutes before we started, but what a performance it has been for this highly motivated squad.
Oo nga, tama ka doon. Sabi mo nga, nilalagnat pa itong si Jolo Mendoza. Hot na hot! Kaya kita mo output niya. Nag-umpisa, uminit ang bus. Ngayon, pati sa laro, umiinit din siya.
55 seconds to go, 10 on the shot clock. Batangas up by 4. Levy looks up, he drives, layup! That's a foul. It's free throws for Hernandez.
Wow. In a given situation na ganyan, Levy Hernandez did the right thing. But on the defensive end, you should never make the scorer receive the ball. Mas mahaba. Alam mo, Mix, papaliwanag ko lang. Sa karir ko kasi, maraming magagaling na player na hindi ko kayang bantayan pag hawak nila bola. So what I did using my quickness was hindi ko na lang sila pahahawakan ng bola. So I deny them the ball.
Hernandez with his first free throws of the night. First one is a miss off to the left for Levy Hernandez. We have 48 seconds remaining here. One timeout remaining for each of our teams. One last foul to give for Rizal. Batangas is in penalty.
Well, rebounding story has favored Batangas. Mas lumalamang sila sa rebounding. Almost.
Hernandez converting on the second try. There you see Levy Hernandez's wife at the right side of your screen. 69-64 with 48 seconds to go.
Ochea and Josh Gonzalez are coming in. Babatingin ko lang, happy birthday sa tatay ni Josh Gonzalez. Happy birthday ngayon. Good evening. Nakalimutan ko na sa tindi ng action natin. Buti nakita ko si Josh Gonzalez. Happy birthday.
All right.
Coach.
Now, if you're Coach Tantan Banal, where will you go here?
Well, it's tough to answer that question because of the defense of Batangas. Batangas will not allow the offense of Rizal to set, and they definitely won't allow Jolo Mendoza to receive that ball. So hopefully they get somebody free who can score right away. But titignan natin, the reason why it's tough is because etong Batangas controls the offense of Rizal.
Again, this is the last timeout for Coach Tantan Banal. There you see our VIPs. Joe Ramos, Executive Officer, Commissioner Kenneth Turemdes, Head of Basketball Operations, Emer Oreta, Head of Security, Rudy Distrito, Head of Securities, George Magsino, all at the sidelines, bringing you your action from Batangas. On Tuesday, that will be our next game day. We will fly to Zamboanga for game number 3 between Zamboanga and Bacolod. And this matchup as well if Rizal wins.
If Rizal wins, pero Josh Gonzalez pinasok kasi big guard yan. Matindi makapag-deny.
Sideline inbound. Yano has to give it up. He has Malilin, Capobres, Rios, and Mendoza with him. 10 on the shot clock. They go to Jolo. Mendoza with a big 3. In and out. No good. And a foul here as Importante grabbed that rebound. That is the last team foul here for Rizal.
Well, he had it. On target naman siya. Medyo nasobrahan lang. My concern is, how's the bus going back home?
They rode a different bus.
Okay. That would be great then.
Coach Tantan Banal and Rizal still fighting for survival here. 38 seconds remaining. They're down by 4. Inbound goes straight to Apinan. Now it's MJ de la Virgen. He has to cross this one. May tatawid ni MJ. They go to Jexter. No 8-second violation called. Apinan will give it up. Back to de la Virgen. And MJ is fouled with 22 seconds remaining. The Batangueños rejoicing already as they anticipate their return to the South Finals.
Well, with 22 remaining, sorry, Mix-on, with 22 remaining, hats off sa Rizal Golden Coolers. What they achieved in this tournament, laking bagay, nobody expected for them to reach this far. And they've actually silenced a lot of doubters. Coach Jonathan Banal and everybody there, all the management, team management, hats off sa inyo. Congratulations.
The Leverhen making the first. Second one for the point guard is good. Lead extended. Joshua Gonzalez will return for defensive purposes. The Batangas City Embassy Chill anticipating their return to the South Finals that will begin next Saturday.
Once again, we have a taller lineup. Josh Gonzalez in.
Oh, that's going to be free throws here for Jolo. 18.9 seconds to go. Mendoza will proceed to the line for 2 free throws, down by 7. Just so everyone knows, on Tuesday, Zamboanga and Bacolod will have their game number 3. If somehow Rizal pulls off a miracle here, these two teams will also fly to Zamboanga. If not, then Batangas will play in game number 1 of the South Division Finals next Saturday, whether it may be in Zamboanga or here in the Batangas City Coliseum. As for the North Division, the action, game number 1 of the North Finals will happen in Palayan City, Nueva Ecija this coming Friday between the Rice Vanguards and the San Juan Knights.
3-man substitution by Batangas, guys who can bring that ball down and have the experience to do the right thing at the right time.
19 seconds to burn here.
Oh!
Valoria, almost a turnover. That is completed. Can Rizal convert? 12 seconds. Kiana with a drive. Pass inside. And it is Malilin who will proceed to the line with 8 seconds remaining.
Well, I would like to say that was a great foul. Not allowing the ball to reach the rim.
Take a look at that drive by Kiano Caballero, locating Troy Malilin, his big man at the last second. Boy, if he made that, if it was a 2+1, it could be very scary. First one is good for Troy.
At ganun talaga ang mga foul dapat pag crucial. Hindi aabot ang bola sa ring. Talagang pigilin na. Bibigay ka na rin naman ng foul, might as well make sure na hindi makascore.
Malilin, second try. Miss, rebound. Apinan, who will proceed to the line. Now, Jexter Apinan's not exactly the guy who you would want shoot free throws for you.
Oo nga, even in the previous games nila yung sa Zamboanga, ang dami niyang crucial. Although, tingnan mo nangyayari. Laging nandun, siya yung nakakapagsalo at nailalagay sa ganyang sitwasyon. All he needs to do is hit one, and that's good enough.
Dexter Apinan was 1 out of 4 from the free throw line in game number 1. First one is good. Lead is 6. Batangas 7 seconds away from advancing to the South Finals. Dexter missing on the second. Rizal here will bring down that basketball. That's it, folks. This game is over. The Batangas City Embassy Chill have now officially advanced to the South Division Finals to await the victor between the Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines and the Bacolod Bingo Plus. But, of course, as for the Rizal Golden Coolers, what a season it has been for Coach Tantan Banal. This program with young players with a 6-game losing streak approaching the playoffs. They stunned the Sarangani Marlins in 2 games. They gave us a close game here in game number 2, even though they had trouble getting into the venue here. Coach JB, how impressed are you with these Golden Coolers?
I'm speechless. Hats off ako talaga sa Rizal Golden Coolers. What an effort that they put dito sa game dito sa Batangas City.
But what an effort as well from this player of the game, brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OKBet on the win, with their backs against the wall, it is the All-Star. Coming alive for Batangas, Cedric Ablaza.
Oo nga. Unang game, Levy Hernandez. Pangalawa naman, Cedric Ablaza. Hats off sa mga stars ng Batangas team.
Ablaza is wearing those shoes once again with Kaiden's face. on his feet, no? His 4-year-old son, proudly representing his family, his clan here in the Mpbl. There's Coach Cholo Villanueva, who will advance to the South Division Finals, getting the respect from Jordan Rios, who deserves the respect mutually on the other end for the Rizal Golden Coolers. 6-point win here for Batangas in game number 2. So that means on Tuesday, we will only have one game between Zamboanga and Bacolod. We turn you over to Sydney Crespo.
Yes, Migs and Coach JV, it's a hard-earned win and a hard-fought series for the Batangas Embassy Chill. Pero it's Cedric Ablaza leading the team with 19 points tonight. Cedric, first of all, congratulations. In game number 1, you produced 6 points but with 12 rebounds. Tonight, you're back to your usual score production with 19 points.
Actually, nung last game talaga yung kamay ko medyo may injury kaya offense nung last game. So today, medyo nag-okay na ako kaya ayun, naka-produce ako ng offense namin ngayon and defense namin.
Cedric, ang haba na rin itong season na ito. Ang dami niyo na napagdaanan. What can you say about your journey and all of the sacrifices na ginawa ng teammates mo and your coaches?
Actually, itong group na to, team namin na to, ito yung may naputol kaming unfinished business kami noong last season namin. So ngayon, pinapatunayan namin na kaya namin makarating sa taas. Yun lang.
Cedric, you're heading to the South Division Finals. Sino mo gusto mong pasalamatan?
Siyempre, una-una, thank you kay Lord. Yung anak ko, si Kaden, sila Mama, sila Diche, sila Ann, si Kong Marby Marino, Mayor Beverly, thank you. Sa mga Batangas, thank you sa inyo. Choco Bambam, JBBI, Boss Charlon, tsaka Boss Destin, Kuya Red.
Thank you so much, Cedric Ablaza. Again, that's our best player of the game. Brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OKBet, own the win. Again, thank you so much, Cedric. Enjoy your win. And of course, it's only right to talk to the winning coach, Coach Cholo Villanueva. Coach, it's been a tie game the whole night, but what had to change to make this win possible?
It was just the hunger, the aggressiveness, the intensity of my players. They just really wanted it tonight, and they don't want to go to another game 3. So credit goes to them for tonight's game.
Coach, you will be the first team to advance to the South Division Finals. What does it say about your team and what this team can still do in this conference?
First, I'd like to give credit to Rizal. They gave us a hell of a series. Coach Tan Banal is one of the young and brightest coach. He made the proper adjustment, so good job for Rizal. For us, we just look at it as next 40 minutes. So we're just living in the moment, competing on every play, and hopefully we'll go all the way.
Coach, this is also your chance to say your thank yous.
I'd like to say thank you especially to my wife who's watching now, and my mom, and also to Kong Marby, Pangulo, and Mayor, and Boss Jerry, Boss Gino Tanduay family. And of course, yung fans ng Batangas, mga Batanggenyo, maraming salamat po sa suporta nyo.
Thank you so much, Coach Cholo Villanueva, for joining me again. Congratulations to you. Batangas na ang unang kupunan para sa ating South Division Finals. Balik sa ating panel, Mix and Coach JV.
Thank you, Sydney. Batiin natin Congressman Marvy Marino, Mayor Beverly, and the Batangas Fans Club. Congratulations sa inyo at sa inyong kupunan who have officially advanced to the South Division Finals, awaiting the victors between the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines and the Bacolod Digo Plus. So the other end, Nueva Ecija and San Juan will battle it out in the North Division Finals. Game 3 between Bacolod and Zamboanga will happen on Tuesday inside the Mayor Vitaliano Diagan Coliseum, 6:30 p.m. back in Zamboanga. What a game! And thank you to everyone who came here in the Batangas City Coliseum, everyone who watched the live stream as well and on TV. In behalf of my partner, Coach JV Gayoso, our courtside reporter, Cindy Crespo, my name is Migs Gomez at ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.